All right, so let's look at a real world problem here. One that you may not run into, but one that somebody who goes to a ski resort may run into, or even somebody who runs a ski resort may want to consider when they're setting up a pricing system. Okay, first things first, skiing sucks. Whoops, skiing rocks. And snowboarding sucks. Okay, sorry. If you disagree, you can leave. That's fine. Okay. But people go to this particular ski resort and they have two options for paying for their rental equipment, assuming they don't own their own stuff. Okay? Option number one is $30 plus $8 an hour for how long you're there. And how they manage that, I'm not sure. They might have a little barcode on the ski lift ticket that you would have to scan in and scan out. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay? But $30 just to show up and rent the equipment, plus $8 per hour that you spend skiing and using that equipment. Option B charges $14 per hour. No initial fee. Just every hour you're there, you pay $14. Got it? And option C, I didn't put it up there. If you snowboard, you pay $100 an hour. Yeah. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a system of linear equations that models the rental charges. Okay? And I give you a little bit of a tip here, because you'll run into problems like this a lot during your assignment. And I want to try to tune your brain into certain signals that you'll come across as you're going through. Okay? Usually when you have a problem that has some kind of base amount and then a rate added onto it, such as here, right? I have a base amount of $30 and then a rate of $8 per hour added on. In this case here for B, I just have the rate, no base amount. But when you have a base amount and a rate added on, what form of the equation of a line do you think you would use to model that problem? Slope-intercept, general, or slope-point?
Intercept.
Slope-intercept. Okay? Slope-intercept form will allow you to model problems with a base amount plus or minus a rate. Okay? So that's what goes on that first blank. The rate of change, whatever the rate is usually the slope or the y-intercept. It's usually the slope. Okay, the slope of that line. Good. So let's create our model. Alright, let's think about option A here. Option A. The cost of option A, we'll represent that with C, is equal to $30 to start off with,
Plus H.
plus $8 per hour H. Right? That's an equation in slope-intercept form. The slope being 8, the y-intercept being 80, or 30, sorry. Okay? Option B. Can you tell me the formula for the cost?
Oh, it would be C equals 14H.
14H, right? Do I have a base amount?
No.
No. I mean, I could put plus 0 in there, but that's kind of unnecessary, right? So 14H. So there's my system, right? The first one telling me how much money I'll have to pay depending on how many hours I stay there, and the second one telling me how much I have to pay depending on how many hours I'm there. Which is the better option?
Depends
Yeah.
how long.
Depends on how long you
Depends on how long you stay, right? How long do you need to stay so that option B becomes the better option?
3 hours.
3 hours? 4, we can guess. But how would you find that number exactly?
Table values, maybe.
Table values you could.
graphically.
We could find it graphically. And find what special point? The intersection point. Okay, let's do that. Okay, so y1 was 30 plus 8x. And the other guy was just 14x. Right? If I graph it, can I see my intersection point? Nope, but I can get a sense that it's somewhere up here, so let's choose some appropriate y values. The x is your time. What's the maximum amount of time you would spend at a ski resort? 8 hours? Let's just go with 10. Say you're hardcore. Your cost is the Y. You're going to pay 0 as a minimum. But what do you think would be the maximum cost that you would pay?
$100.
$100? More than that?
Well, not with
Your
the
summer starts getting more than 100.
Let's just go 200 to be safe. Okay. So we can see our intersection point. Can you tell me what that point is?
Oh, 5x and 570.
Second, trace, 5, enter, enter, enter. Good. Right? So what is this saying?
After 5 hours, it's $70.
Yeah, after 5 hours, both options are $70. Before that point, which is the cheaper option? B. Right? That's this bottom line down here. That's the better option. But after that point, it gets more expensive. Right? So it would be useful for you to know how long you're going to stay approximately at the ski resort and then base your financial decision on that.